I'm going to be doing my 19th sketchbook tour. Obviously from the number, I have 18 others if you want to go and see those ones. And yes, this is quite a thin one. I took a fair few pages out of this. I made like a lot of artworks where it was like I did artworks in here and then I cut it out and stick them into other places with this book. So it's probably a much shorter sketchbook tour, but I actually quite enjoy what's in the sketchbook, so I hope you stick around to watch it. If you enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my videos, please subscribe. If you don't, that's fine. And yeah, let's get into it. Cover page is this. I'm quite a big fan of this. Yeah, I actually really like the way this looks. I used tape to do this border. I did this with my new sketchbook as well, but I really like how the mountains go out of the border. Yeah, I started this 10th of September 2023, and then I finished it. I haven't written it down yet, but I finished it about 3-ish weeks ago, so I'll write it down. I have it written somewhere when I finished it, so it should be fine. And then here I have some goals for this sketchbook, so this isn't out yet, and then this is just a sigil I made for my sketchbook. And then I have, I didn't realize I didn't draw on this page. And then I have this pen sketch that I did. I feel about it. I think I liked it a bit more before I shaded it in, but I don't dislike it. I then have some stuff for, a fair bit of stuff for my HC essay that I did, so I just will skip that. And then on this page I have these two portraits. I went really into doing portraits again instead of full bodies. I do have a few full bodies in here, but I went really into portraits because I did a ton of them for my HSC artwork. So I have this one. I really like this one. This one's my mum's favorite. I like the colors. I like her hair. I went really into doing like really interesting hair textures, like specifically curly. I love this. This is one of my characters, actually. This is a linter. This is another attempt. I tried to draw one of my characters for the first time. She doesn't quite look right, but this is meant to be Kaida. I don't mind her, but she doesn't look like my character. This is just a random portrait. I really like how she turned out. I feel like the colors look really good, which is surprising because I did not know how those eyes were going to turn out. This is one of my favorites. I feel like it looks so pretty. I really like the blue and the orange combination. And then I have this character. I don't know how I feel about this. I like her drawing, but I don't know how I feel about purple and orange. I don't hate it. It's not terrible, but it's not my favorite. And then I have a blank page. So I meant to glue these two together because of this. And then I have this, the very, very pink character. This was another of me trying to draw one of my characters first time. This is not how she turned out. I think I actually drew her full body a lot better later on in the sketchbook, but yeah, she didn't quite turn out right here, but I do like the way this drawing turned out. And next page is this one. Oh, I actually really like how she turned out. I wasn't expecting her to turn out so well. I was trying to do like I saw with the linter earlier with the darker skin and the lighter hair, but I was trying to make it look a little bit more like actual hair, not just white. But yeah, I really like how she turned out. And then I have, I love how this character turned out. She was based off of a character from a show that I like. She's not human in the actual show, but it's like I made a human version of her. Really like how she turned out. I feel like she has a really interesting design. And then I have, this wasn't actually done for this book. I just, I did this a while ago and I just decided to stick it in there so it wasn't just floating around. And then I was just practicing some hair here with some pen. It's really hard to tell when you do it with pen. I like the little braid she has. Not my favorites, but it's not bad. This character I really like. She actually, I only have a picture of her in my head, but I really like how she turned out. For everything except for the fact that I think I might give the character blue eyes instead of pink. Overall, I also really like how this painting turned out. Look how like smooth that watercolor is for her skin. I really like this character's clothing design. She's not one of my characters, but I do like how she turned out to some extent. Her facial features though, I feel like she looked alright until I gave her freckles, but I usually like giving characters freckles, but I think it's because I made her eyes too big and too close together is my main issue. But if you ignore the face, I really like how her hair turned out, and her dress looks absolutely amazing. I love it. And then I have this page, which I don't think I've glued this in properly. This is just another drawing that I did outside of my sketchbook, and I stuck it in because I felt like it matched this character very well. I love how she turned out. She's so pretty. I really like how the darker skin tone pops with the bright colors, and I love the color choice I did for this skirt. I think she looks awesome. She's not one of my characters, but I might make her one because I just absolutely love the way she looks. And I thought these flowers matched really well with her, so. And then I just did a painting here. So the background's of watercolor with some pen to do the moon, and then this is actually acrylic with like a sponge. I think it's really interesting. It's not one of my best things, but I think it's really interesting. Similar to how I did the cover page with the sky in the background and then the mountains left of the barriers. I think it's like that. And then I started doing a bunch of these dragon designs because I'm trying to design one of my tattoos. I'll probably get a much smaller one at first, but I'm trying to design what I would want my large back tattoo to look like. So I did this one next. Probably won't do this because there's so many little details on it that the tattoo artist would probably hate me if they had to do that. And then this is what I was talking about earlier, the really pink character I showed that I said didn't turn out right. This is Questia. Quest. I love her. She's a bit curvier, but I love her hair texture. It turned out really well. I love how she turned out. She looks amazing. And then I tried to draw Kaida like how I did earlier, but I didn't finish it, which I don't really mind, but yeah. Because I haven't quite got to figure it out in my head. And then this is kind of what I decided on for my big tattoo that I plan on getting on my back one day. So yeah, I do need to fix this tail, looks like garbage, but overall, this is my birthday in Roman numerals. But yeah, I think it turned out really cool. And then I did this guy. He's not one of my characters, but I do like how he turned out. I like how I did the green rim around his brown eyes. And then this isn't my favorite, I'll admit. She was not meant to turn out like this, so this was a very different style, as you can tell. I was trying to do slightly more realistic eyes and nose and stuff. I have a very stylized artwork. I can do realistic, I just don't find a lot of joy in it. And she was not meant to be pink. The pink shirt was one thing, but she was actually meant to have brown hair, and I couldn't find a pencil sharpener, so I had to work with what I did. But if you look, I kept running out of the colors, so if you look close, there's like purple and orange going through her hair as well. She is not my favorite, I'll admit. I'm not a huge fan of how she turned out. And then I had this character, which I never actually finished. I will admit I was in a bit of a rush to finish this book because it was just so thin. It's quite a short sketchbook. I'll probably go back and finish these, I will admit. Probably not the drawing that I had of the full body girl, but I probably will finish her. I do kind of like how she turned out. She looks a little bit like me. She has like my haircut and the same color eyes as me, but I'm not a huge fan of wearing orange. So I really like how she turned out. I think I based it off like what I would imagine a fox person would be. Ironic that she has the same haircut as me. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I did anything on the last page. Yeah, like I said, guys, this was a really short sketchbook because I pulled so many of the pages out before I'd even actually started it legitimately. Sorry, you can see my foot in the frame then. So it was a really short sketchbook, so this was a much shorter sketchbook tour. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, like I said before, and if you didn't, give it a thumbs down. everyone has their own opinion. Please don't leave hateful comments. Honestly, just don't. You can choose not to. But yeah, overall, regardless, I hope you have a nice day or night wherever you are. Bye, guys.